another episode of Navigating Your Career Path. I'm Sheila, and in this episode I'm your host, and today I have a special guest, Miss Shania. At her young age, 24 years old, she has become a Chief HR and GA and advisor to Chief Talent Relations at Gold Coast Apartment.
Hello everyone, it's very nice to be here joining the Sana podcast about career path.
Okay, thank you, Miss Shania. So, could you tell us about your career path in start when your age?
So it's actually a long story, a long journey. I start my career when I'm still 18. Honestly, I start my career when I'm still in high school. But in a professional world, in a professional company, I start my career since I'm 18 years old. And then after I become an admin, I was so eager to learn new things, and I'm so excited about learning a lot of things, especially the communication skill. And then that time, I got a good engagement with the customer in Gold Coast Apartment. So the management changed my role from the administration to a talent relation officer, which is our special job is to handle the customer complaint and then finding the solution for the customer and then execute their needs in Gold Coast Apartment. And after that, I become a talent relation for 3 years. And after I become a talent relation, I learned a lot of things about the customer, and then I handle a lot of various kind of people. There are a lot of different character, and I'm learning how to handle a various character. And then after that, I'm moving to a headquarter Agung Sedayu Group. And in Agung Sedayu Group, I work as internal auditor, service standardization and monitoring supervisor. In Agung Sedayu Group, as an internal auditor, I also learn about all of the business unit process. So I check about the strata hierarchy, or I'll learn about apartment and then landed house. And then after that, I also learn about food and beverage, restaurant, and then I also learn about hotel and then mall. So I learn about all of the management or about business process in Agung Sedayu Group. And then after that, my current position right now is an HR, as a chief HR and GA, and advisor to Chief Talent Relations. Also, I'm in charge as a HSA PIC in Gold Coast Apartment, so there are a lot of responsibility right now.
Okay. It's a wonderful story and the journey on your career.
Thank you.
So I'm curious about it's long journey on your career, and I'm curious about what fulfillment finding in your career is about your job or about your salary or joy. Can you explain what fulfillment career really means?
Okay, fulfillment career for me is when you have a vision, when you have a target, when you have the reason why do you have to work. Because as what you mentioned, there are 3 things: salary, joyful, and then experience. But when you're still very young, from my opinion, don't look for money first, because you're still young. You have to explore a lot of things. And then if you say about joyfulness, I told you, in a workplace, you will see there are a lot of politic things in a workplace, and then maybe you got like a toxic boss, or maybe that time your work environment is not really in a good conditions. If you only look for joyfulness, if you were faced with that condition, you will give up and you will look for another experience. So I think that's not what fulfillment in my career. I think fulfillment in my career is when you have a vision for your future, when you have a target. Why do you work? That's the questions. So I think the career fulfillment is when you can have a target on your career. You know what you want, you know what the target is, and then you have to be able to be brave enough to take all of the big challenges that given to you. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ania. It's a wonderful story and game. Okay, now that we established what fulfillment is, let's talk about how to discover our passions and strengths. So, what strategies do you think work best, Miss Ania?
It's a very nice question. I think to be able to discover your passion and strength, you have to explore things. You have to be brave to take all of the challenges that are given to you. And then you have to have like a willingness to learn about all of the things. Learn a lot and fail a lot while you are still young. You have like a privilege. When you're still young and you're fail, people will tend to think like, oh, it's okay, this person is still young, they make mistake, okay, like, oh, young people make mistake, is fine. But when you're getting older, when you are old enough, people will not think about that again. people will blame on you things when you are failed. So I think it's a privilege to try to explore things while you are still young. And then the most important thing is that you have to discover about yourself. You have to also know about what's your strength and what's your weaknesses. So that's also how I become who I am today, because I discover about what's my weaknesses, about what's my strength is, so I can fix and I can develop on my weakness and I can use my strength to guide me on my career. I think that's it. Well, and about self-assessment, the previous that I talk about, I have example of how previously I do my self-assessment, how I discover my weakness and then how I discover my strength, and then I use that, I learn about myself, about my weakness, and I use that things to develop myself. For example, previously I learned that I'm very blunt and being forward, which is sometimes I tend to just directly say what I wanted to say. Without considering what my other colleague feels.
Oh yeah, self-assessment is very helpful.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we can discuss about setting goals for success. Once we know our strengths, it's time to set some goals. So, what's your take on goal setting, Miss Shania?
Well, I'm a big fan of SMART concept. It means specific, measurable, achievable, reliable, and time-bound. So what I'm trying to say is, instead of saying like, oh, I really want to do this, I really want to become that, I really want to be able to speak, for example, to speak Mandarin. Instead of saying that, why don't you just put it in a reality and you tell yourself that, oh, okay, I really want to be able to speak Mandarin and I will be able to speak Mandarin in 3 months. So you also said you have the goals there, you want to speak Mandarin, you want to be able to speak Mandarin, but you also put the time or the deadline for yourself. You put the deadline like, oh, in 3 months I will be able to speak Mandarin. That will be really works for your career journey.
Okay, that's a fantastic example, Miss Shania. Okay, so to summarize today's conversations, finding career fulfillment involves understanding what brings you joy, recognizing your strengths, and setting actionable goals. Is that true, Miss Shania?
Yes, exactly. And don't forget that it's your life journey. So instead of competing with other people, you really have to compete with your only self, with yourself. Like you have to become better than you were yesterday, and then just keep exploring. Especially when you are young, you don't have to be afraid to fail, because it's a privilege for us to fail and then to try again, to explore things, because we're still young. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Miss Shania, and we end up here to this episode of Podcast Career. So I would like to say thank you for Miss Shania to taking time to attend today for this podcast. And okay, well, that's it from me. See you in another episode.
See you.